Hi friends, and welcome back to Gardening Suburbia. My name is Amanda and welcome to 2023. I hope that you guys had a wonderful holiday season, got to catch up with friends, family, relax a little bit maybe, hopefully. Today I'm just going to do a short little recipe from one of my clients from my 9-to-5 job. She makes this really delicious chunky maple syrup granola, and it's perfect. It's super delicious, and I'm hoping to make a pretty good batch so that I can have some to take with me to work on my usual 9-to-5 job, and like yogurt or just as a snack. Let me know down below if you guys had any fun, new, exciting recipes that you experimented with this holiday season. I'd love to hear what was your favorite dish. I'd also love to hear if any of your canning recipes came in handy during those hectic holiday season rushes. While we are prepping our items to mix together, I'm gonna go ahead and preheat my oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. That's about 162 degrees Celsius. Really just want the oven to start warming up so that it's ready for us to pop in the oven. This really doesn't take too long for it to actually cook. I'm just gonna go ahead and coarsely chop my cashews and my almonds by hand, just because I only need 1.5 cups of coarsely chopped nuts, and I don't really want to get my big power blender thing out for that, so I'm just gonna do it by hand. So this is about the consistency that I'm going to be going for. You could do even finer or even thicker. I went ahead and chose to do almonds and cashews. The cashews have sea salt on them. The almonds are just raw almonds. You can really use any kind of nut that you'd like, but these are just two of my favorites. For the seed portion of the recipe, I think is about 1 cup of seeds. I'm gonna use chia, flax, and sunflower. I picked up some sunflower seeds at the grocery store, I think it was yesterday, and the flax and the chia is just what I have on hand, and I need to really get it used. I sadly finished up my hemp seed not too long ago because that would have been perfect. You can really, again, it's up to your interpretation of what kind of seeds you like. If you have any allergies, you can kind of mix anything that you need to and add in other things to give it more of like that hearty granola texture. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure out about 1 cup of my seeds, and then I'm gonna add that to the 1.5 cup of our nuts. Here is my sunflower seeds. I'm gonna do about 1/2 cup of this. And then I'm just gonna fill up the rest of the cup with the chia and our flax seeds. Okay, and then I'm just gonna add this to our other nuts. The last thing that we're gonna be adding to our dry ingredients, the nuts and the seeds, is gonna be our old-fashioned oats. I happen to have these whole grain ones. Honestly, I almost thought I didn't have any oats in my house because I recently had to toss some that had been in there for a couple years, which sucks. But I have these. I've been using these actually for my sourdough loaves, so happily I have them. We're gonna need about 4 cups of oats. In the notes of this recipe, it does say that old-fashioned oats are better because they're larger and bake up more nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and use these ones because it's the ones that I have. Luckily, they are the old-fashioned ones. So let's add these in. I'm gonna toss these in the bigger bowl. There's 2 cups, 3 cups, and 4. So I'm just gonna toss these together real fast just to get it really well incorporated. Try not to make a huge mess. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the wet ingredients plus the sugars. I'm gonna do it in this bowl. So we need about 1/2 cup to 2/3 cup of brown sugar. I'm gonna start off with a 1/2 cup just because I am using the dark brown sugar. The recipe did not specify whether it should be dark brown or light brown, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use this. Voiceover Amanda here, lost some footage, so here's some B-roll. I mixed together about a 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil, a 1/2 cup of pure maple syrup, or you can choose honey, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, as well as a 1/2 cup to 2/3 cup of brown sugar. Since I used dark brown sugar, I used a 1/2 cup. Our mixture has a really nice gloss on it. I don't know if you guys can tell. So everything is coated really nicely with the oil and the maple syrup. So I'm just gonna let this sit while we get our tray set up. I have a baking cookie sheet that is a 15 by 21 inch tray. The recipe calls for a 15 by 17 tray. I think you can make any size work if you just do it in batches. It's gonna make a nice layer. It's gonna be about 3/4 of an inch thick, 1/2 an inch thick. We're gonna go ahead and put down some parchment paper on our cookie sheet, and then it says to spray the sheet. So I have some avocado oil that I'm gonna use, and I think that's gonna complement the fact that this recipe already had avocado oil in it, so it's not gonna change the flavor too much. So we're just gonna take this mixture and coat it and kind of press it down onto itself. I'm gonna try to keep it all together for the most part, just so we get a nice good chunk that we can then break apart once it's done cooking. The recipe does say that you can use either parchment paper or tin foil. I'm sure you could probably even get away without either of those if you oil up your pan really nicely. I'm just using the parchment paper because that's what I have on hand, and I like it because it is compostable. And then secondly, it is really important to make sure that you're firmly pressing down on your granola. That way it really does chunk up and you get really nice big blocks of granola once it is baked. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this into my oven for about 35 minutes until it's about golden brown color. And then we'll take it out, and the recipe does actually say to go ahead and tap off the excess oil after it's done baking. So we'll see what it looks like when we take it out of the oven. I think our granola is all finished. I'm gonna let this cool down completely before I bag it up, just because I don't want it to re-moisten with the steam. I hope you guys have had a wonderful season. We are getting really close to starting our 2023 gardening season, and I hope you guys are excited. I know I am. I got new Bootstrap Farmer seed starting trays, and I got a whole new seed starting setup. So I'm super excited for this next season. Here shortly I will be doing a seed haul video as I get a couple more seed orders delivered to my house. There are a lot of really new and exciting varieties that I'm ready to try. I do ask you to have some patience and wait for, you know, the opportune moment to actually start your seeds, just because I know last season I got really excited about starting seeds. I think I started them about a month in advance, or a month sooner than I should have, and I had to up-pot my peppers and my tomatoes twice. Ideally you only have to do that once, so I just be patient. I still obviously got vegetables and fruit off of those, but just give yourself some time, reset, rest, and get ready for a really awesome season. And I hope you guys will join me. If you guys want to go ahead and check out any of my other videos, I'll go ahead and post one up here. In the meantime, thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next one.